I have never been one to shy away from adventure, so when the opportunity arose to explore an eerie yet fascinating legend shrouded in mystery, I couldn't pass up the chance. In search of answers, our intrepid team made its way to an uncharted island steeped in folklore, hoping to uncover something truly remarkable. But little did we know that we were walking straight into danger, and nothing could have prepared us for the terror lurking beneath the depths of the sea. Upon arrival, the small island seemed quite ordinary at first glance, with rolling hills blanketed by lush green vegetation and pristine sandy beaches stretching out along a crystal blue ocean. However, the villagers we encountered were tight-lipped and unwilling to share any tales about their home. This only piqued my curiosity even more, prompting me to dig deeper, but without avail. Our initial investigation yielded no results until one day, when one of the local fishermen finally approached us. "If you want to learn about the legends," he whispered, his eyes darting around nervously, "you must venture across the strait at midnight." And with those cryptic words, our expedition took an unexpected turn. The following night found our group gathered on the shore, eager to embark upon a journey that might change everything we thought we knew. As soon as darkness engulfed the land, we hoisted ourselves aboard our trusty vessel and set forth toward an unknown destination. Rough waves pummeled our boat, threatening to swallow us whole, but somehow, someway, we managed to hold on until the crisp dawn arrived. We found ourselves amidst rocky cliffs jutting out from the water, and upon closer inspection, we stumbled upon a hidden cove camouflaged behind towering boulders. Without hesitation, we docked our ship and disembarked onto foreign soil. As we trekked through the dense forest, carpeted in ferns and moss, our guide led us to a narrow entrance shrouded within vines and thorny branches. He paused momentarily before signaling us to follow him, then stepped forward, vanishing into the depths beyond. One by one, we reluctantly followed suit, descending downwards into complete darkness. After several minutes of stumbling blindly ahead, the sound of crashing waves echoed off stone walls, announcing our arrival in the heart of a colossal grotto. At first glance, the chamber appeared otherworldly, a sprawling expanse filled with glowing bioluminescent organisms, coating every surface, casting an ethereal light across the entire space. Mesmerized by the breathtaking sight, none of us noticed the trapdoor concealed in plain view, partially obscured by moss and algae. With a sudden, ear-splitting screech, the ground gave way beneath us, plunging us into churning waters below. Icy cold currents swept over us, dragging us deep down to the floor of the underwater cavern, where a magnificent spectacle awaited us. A beautiful mermaid perched upon a large boulder atop a coral reef, surrounded by schools of colorful marine life that orbited around her. But there was something undeniably peculiar about her presence. She seemed different, unlike any conventional depiction of such a mystical creature. She sat cross-legged, adorning her tail fin with intricate seaweed patterns woven throughout her long golden hair, which cascaded down her shoulders in gentle ripples. Though our torches barely illuminated her features against the brilliance of the biofluorescent cave, Her irises glimmered in hues of sapphire and emerald. Those eyes alone held secrets capable of turning a hardened soul's blood ice cold. At that precise moment, all I could think about was the urge to flee back to the surface world above, away from whatever malevolence lay hidden in her gaze. Almost instinctively, we attempted to swim away when she suddenly began singing, an enchanting melody with haunting undertones that pierced our very souls. My companions froze mid-stroke as if hypnotized, entranced by her musical charm. To my amazement, however, I felt a strange sensation welling up within myself. Instead of succumbing to her sweet voice, my mind awakened to a startling realization, warning me to escape while I still possessed control over my own thoughts. Yet no matter how much strength and resolve I summoned, I struggled to break free, but my limbs refused to respond. Her tune grew stronger, amplifying in intensity and volume, until it reached a crescendo that threatened to shatter eardrums. The water convulsed violently around us, throwing my crewmates against rocks or swirling them into crevices, leaving only me conscious enough to realize what transpired. A single tear slithered down her cheek, shedding like liquid moonlight against her porcelain skin. It struck me then that this wasn't just any siren's song. No, hers resembled a funeral dirge, a dark spell intended to drown all who heard it. Yet as quickly as the commotion erupted, it subsided, silenced by a sudden absence of melody. Confusion clouded my vision, making it difficult to focus, but my body now obeyed my commands again. Glancing around frantically, I discovered an empty chamber, devoid of both marvelous marine flora and fauna alike, except for two objects resting on the cave floor. My comrades lay lifelessly beside what looked like glinting metallic artifacts, reminiscent of ancient Greek designs. Fear twisted inside me, demanding I seek explanations, but instead I chose flight and bolted towards the surface, desperate to return to civilization, to warn others of the horrors lurking within the sea. For months afterward, recurring dreams tortured me with visions of a being far greater than anything imagined by human minds. And despite countless therapy sessions and sleep aids prescribed by medical professionals, these nightmares persisted like mental anchors, refusing to release me from their watery grasp. Their message was clear. The mysterious mermaid hadn't been satisfied with claiming my friends' lives. No, she hungered for more, preparing fresh victims to devour, ensnaring anyone foolish enough to draw near her domain. Although some dismissed my accounts as wild delusions born of trauma and grief, I lived with a profound fear etched into my psyche. That mermaid existed somewhere out there, waiting patiently, ready to captivate and consume unsuspecting travelers who dared trespass upon forbidden territories. And perhaps someday she would crave another taste. And thus concludes my tale of mystery and the supernatural, where myth meets reality in an unforgiving embrace between mankind and the forces of nature. Like a siren song, it is a story meant not only to entertain, but also serve as a cautionary reminder to tread carefully wherever your journeys may lead. For there are always places better left undiscovered, and sometimes the price paid to acquire knowledge proves too high for humankind to endure. Who knows? Maybe one day someone will happen upon these written pages and allow themselves to become captivated by whispers of the sea. If they do, let this tale be remembered not just as fiction, but as a legacy passed down from one adventurer to another, as a warning worth heeding, should they ever face temptation beyond their wildest dreams. Until next time, dear reader, keep exploring, but stay vigilant. There are things in this world best kept secret forever. Good night and good luck. For just $3 a month, you can have your name featured in my YouTube videos and descriptions. Not only will you be supporting my channel, but you'll also be immortalized in the credits of my content. If you're looking for something a bit more personalized, consider becoming a $25 a month patron. I'll voice your stories and bring them to life on my channel. Create a special drawing just for you, or even write a unique story tailored to your interests. So don't hesitate. Join my patron community today and help me keep the spooky stories coming. And remember, together we can save each other from the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for your support.